on continuous coverage right now. This is a tornado warning that's in effect for parts of Stark and for Marshall County. That's until 8 o'clock this evening. We're going to stay on as long as that threat is going to be with us. So again, the tornado warning continues for those two counties until 8 o'clock, but we do have strong to severe thunderstorms south of there from Winamac stretching in towards Rochester. So whether you're just heading down 35 or 31, you're going to encounter some of these strong thunderstorms. Again, the track of this storm will take it right on over 30 as you're heading over towards Leesburg and also into Warsaw. So it's beginning to push its way out of Knox right now. At least the rotation is that light rotation, and it's going to be pushing right across 31 as it heads off towards the east and the northeast. So Plymouth right now through 7:49. Bourbon at 8:08, Napanee at 8:28. You can expect very heavy rain. Radar indicating that rotation within the storm itself. That's why they did issue the tornado warning. Haven't heard any reports of a tornado on the ground, but again, a radar indicated tornado possible with that cell. We see these storms not only down in our southern counties. We got a lot of very heavy showers and storms also in other areas, including over here towards Ligonier.
This is a new warning here, Jamie. Just breaking in on you. I'll give you the latest update with this one. New warning, LaGrange County, at least the southern portions of LaGrange County. This is until 8:30 this evening. So this is on the southern side of LaGrange County right now. We'll go back to the radar, and Jamie, you'll take a look at that one as well. This is a small cell coming up out of the south, but the concern with this one is, once again, hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds here on the south side of LaGrange County.
Yeah, this is the great thing about having the whole team in right now, because not only can we watch the storms that we have ongoing with those warnings, new warnings popping up all the time, including this one that, again, is pushing its way over towards Rome City, south of LaGrange right now, but eventually you're going to be starting to see this shifting its way in towards just to the east of LaGrange. Rome City, 7:49. Wolcottville at 7:54. So again, we are talking about, once again, a new severe thunderstorm. These were all bubbling up, and they're all basically energized in this atmosphere. It's near 90 degrees earlier down where we're seeing the severe thunderstorms right now. Look at the severe thunderstorm warning that encapsulates all of Lake and Porter County. This is what's going to be moving in. We just had that shot over towards LaPorte. Had light rain there right now, but this very heavy rain is going to shift right on down 94, 90, and push right on in towards these areas. So all the way up here towards Michigan City, severe thunderstorm warnings continue in effect there. So right along 30 over towards Valpo, Porter, all the way to Michigan City, Westville, that storm is going to be moving its way in, and it's also going to be feeding off of all this warmth, and that's the cell that will head straight east and eventually move into parts of the metro area. The metro area right now not dealing with the storms. They're all off to the south. That tornado warning again continues at this hour till 8 o'clock Eastern time. Plymouth just beginning to pick up some of the heavy rain right now, also down towards Culver. You can see the red. That's where the deepest part of the storm is, from 13th Road just down in parts of Lincoln Highway over to State Road 23, also picking it up. So definitely going to be seeing the very heavy rain pushing in. And again, it's got that rotation. We're going to check back in with Tom in just a second to go inside that storm, but I do want to track it as it moves its way again off towards the east and the northeast. So folks on the other side of 31 from Argus up towards Plymouth, that's where we're going to be seeing these storms continuing to move their way back in. So 31 right now, you're just beginning to get in on some of the very heavy rain. That's going to be pushing through Plymouth right now through 7:48, Bourbon 8:06, and also Napanee at 8:26. And again, the best thing about having Doppler radar is being able to look inside of it for that rotation. Let's head over to Tom right now and do that exact same thing.
All right, Jamie. Yeah, well, I'll update you on that and the Pulaski County storm. But first, let's look inside, like Jamie was talking about here, back on ABC 57 First Warning Live Doppler radar. Inside this cell, again, you're seeing a little bit of shades of white in here and green. That is the possibility of at least some rotation inside the backside of this cell. Again, we're not seeing a heavy rotation, but there is the possibility, at least radar indicated, that this may be rotating. Again, we're seeing the shades of light and even some red in here again. So right in here, possibly near Bass Lake, that's where we're seeing the possibility of rotation right now. So this is west of Culver. This is to the east of Bass Lake, almost over Bass Lake, where we're seeing possibly this area of rotation. This is right at State Road 23. This is Stark County moving towards Pulaski County. That latest scan, this may be the area of rotation. So again, if you are just to the south of Knox, you're south of Groverton, this may be the spot that we see this rotation right near State Road 23. We'll keep our eye on that spot for you. Again, this is only a radar indicated tornado right now. Something I do want to update you on are our viewers in Pulaski County, that this storm is now moving towards Kewanna and Rochester. The latest in here right now, this is spotter confirmed right over Winamac for approximately 5 to 7 minutes. Pea-sized hail building to golf ball size hail that lasted for about 2 minutes with minor damage to vehicles. So this is Winamac. This is that same cell now moving over Fulton County right now. Kewanna moving towards Rochester. The great concern with this, again, this is right off the wire, Jamie. I'm reading this too. We'll do a storm track on this in a second. 70-mile-per-hour wind, hail 1 inch. Again, that is confirmed right now. So that is the big concern here with this cell now over Fulton County. Let's give it to you, and I'll do a storm track on this. Jamie?
Sure. Yeah, we've also got that new severe thunderstorm warning. They've expanded it out. Just the leading edge that just pushed out of Argus and really began to develop here in advance. Actually, it's all kind of congealing into one giant storm here, but you can see the Winamac storm itself is heading off towards the east and northeast. Rochester 802, Akron 826, Mentone 829. Beginning to adjust that track just a bit. And again, we've got this brand new severe thunderstorm warning. In fact, it kind of extends all the way up here to that storm that we just had. So.
Keep on air for you, Jamie. Just stay with you. Here's the updated on that warning.
Oh, good. Okay. Kosciuszko County, that's until 8:30. So we are talking about a fairly large complex that's beginning to develop all the way from Knox to Plymouth down to Argus, down towards just to the east now of Winamac. And again, it's the southern extent of the storm that already has the reports of the very large hail that Tom was just mentioning up towards Argus and Plymouth. And again, we've got that rotation on the back side of this one cell. That's why we have that tornado warning. The tornado warning again continues, and that's going to be until 8 o'clock. And that's why we are in continuous coverage right now. So we've already had reports of large hail. We do have that light rotation inside that one cell. So again, tornado warning remains in effect for Marshall and also parts of Stark County here. Almost out of Stark County, though. I'd be more concerned for the western parts here of Marshall County as that continues to push off towards the east and the northeast. And again, we can just continue to monitor things as more of these storms continue to push back into the region. So we're tracking basically this entire leading edge off in towards the east and the northeast. Napanee looks good for now, but again, folks in the south, especially through Kosciuszko County, it may be quiet now around Warsaw, but through 805, you're going to start really picking up the rain, and you will also see that very gusty winds moving through Winona Lake, 807, North Webster at 820, and Ligonier at 836. In fact, we're already seeing those storms continuing to push in rather quickly. That first batch is moving off, and eventually we'll be pushing out of our area, but this second complex is the one that's really packed the punch so far. We've already had the reports of the gusty winds. Very heavy rainfall. Tom was just showing us a few minutes ago that we were talking about 1 to 1.5 inch rainfall amounts per hour. That is extremely heavy rain that's coming down. So that's the one complex we're watching very carefully. So downtown Plymouth right now, heading right up 31, right where it intersects with 30. Definitely seeing some very heavy rain coming down right now. That will continue. Argus picking up the rain, and all this is going to be shifting. And look at these rainfall amounts, even more than that. Tom's pinpointing some of those right now around Culver. 2 3/4 inches per hour. That is extremely, extremely heavy rain.
And just an update on that, Jamie, as well. Likely anything over 2 inches is likely a hail indicator.
That's what I was
as
wondering
well.
if we had hail in there
We're getting that down on the wire as well. So anything over 2 inches, likely hail here. I'm going to do another track on that in just a second, so keep talking.
Excellent. I was going to say we could also use the storm tracker and do that also. It definitely is a very large storm system itself. It's been moving its way off towards the east and the northeast. So again, anywhere along 31 right now, that's where we're seeing the problems. There it is. Tom, why don't you go ahead and do a quick explainer on terms of what we're seeing there?
Yeah, this is our storm threat product. This is a special dual pore product. Anything in red is radar indicating as hail. So let's take a look at this. This is our special storm threat product here. Anything in red, and you can see this is near Culver. This is around Argus. We have areas that are indicating hail. That's in the red. Anything in the green, especially the yellow, that is indicating big drops. So that could be hail. That could be, again, just some heavy raindrops. But we notice we have some red here on the radar, likely a hail signature with this right now. So that is our concern as well. I'll clear off this information. We'll go off for a little wider view because we want to take a look. All right, Jamie, there's what we're really watching right here.
Really
look at this near Winamac.
Yeah.
This is where we've gotten all that information down the wire of the almost golf ball size hail, Winamac, Kewanna. Winamac, Kewanna. If you're between Winamac and Kewanna, that's US 35 and Indiana 17. US 35 now towards Indiana 17, Fulton County. That is some large hail. That is a large hail signature there. Jamie, we'll go back to the radar product here and take a look at that storm, and I'll let you track that one out here.
Absolutely. Yeah, boy, Kewanna right now, you are definitely sitting on the north side there of that storm cell itself. So again, this stretches all the way just to the west of Rochester, all the way back up towards Plymouth. So we're talking 31 really getting hit very hard as this cell moves through. Again, the heart of that storm that was off to the south there, that's going to continue its way right on towards Rochester. If you just draw that line, basically from Winamac towards Rochester, that is exactly where the heart of the storm is, the one that's producing that very large hail again. anywhere from pea size, but quickly can get up to golf ball size and then right back down to pea size once again. So these storms continue to pulse up and down. That cell itself is pushing off towards the east and the northeast through Rochester, again, 805, Mentone, 827, Warsaw at 847, and even the cell that's now just off to the east of Argus, that's why they have the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Kosciuszko County until 8:30, because even that leading cell showing indications of some hail coming down. So we're talking about storms that do have hail in them already.